John chapter 5. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool in Aramaic called Bethesda, which has 5 roofed colonnades. In these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. One man was there who had been invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had already been there a long time, he said to them, "Do you want to be healed?" The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no one to put me in the pool when the water is stirred up, and while I'm going, another one steps down before me." Jesus said to him, "Get up, take up your bed, and walk." And at once the man was healed, and he took up his bed and walked. Now that day was the Sabbath, so the Jews said to the man who had been healed, "It is the Sabbath, and it's not lawful for you to take up your bed." But he answered them, "The man who healed me, that man said to me, 'Take up your bed and walk.'" They asked him, "Who is the man who said that to you? Take up your bed and walk." Now the man who had been there, who had been healed, did not know who it was, for Jesus had withdrawn, as there was a crowd in the place. And so if you look at the first 8 verses, Jesus knows this man, but he takes time to get to know him. Verse 6, he'd seen and he'd understood he'd been here for a long time. So he learned of his condition. After learning thoroughly of his condition, after that, Jesus spoke to him with compassion and then encouraged him. And so as we go around doing good, which we ought to do, on fire for the Lord, don't fail to take time to learn about the conditions of others. It takes a lot of patience to do that. A lot of us, are very weak in that kind of area of patience. But let us remember all the compassion that Jesus has given us. Let us take that really to heart so we can transform the way we think and live that way, to literally listen open-eared to others as the God of heaven lends down his ear to you and I to hear our feeble pleas. So let us be very compassionate, very zealous for this, very mature and loving in the way that we listen to others and learn of their needs. Because, verse 13, they said, "Hey, who healed you?" He said, "I don't even know." So just think about it. Think about people in your life too. You can spend a few moments with somebody. They might not even know your name, but look at this. How much did Jesus touch his life? How much of other people that you don't know very well touched your life just in a kind deed, a kind word they did? So let's model our lives after the Lord Jesus and go around doing good works.